the past couple of years, well, I guess this is only the second year, but we, as a ward, are doing a big temple trip. It's not just the monthly go to the temple together where a few people show up. This is actually like a really big deal. We did it last year and I had the privilege of going. It was one of my favorite activities we did together all year, like Harry Potter night, Price is Right, we might do that again this year, and then also the temple trip. Those three were the three best, and it was just an amazing experience to be able to go to the temple with our ward family and be able to take our own family names. Last year I think we were able to do over 1,500 family ordinances in one weekend together as our ward, and it was just being able to sit there in the chapel and look around and see all my friends and my ward family, and just to be there together doing these ordinances for our own family was an unforgettable experience, and I am so excited to do it again this year and to be able to go with everyone in our ward again. So I just encourage everyone to try to come, because it is it is an amazing experience, and the more people we have there, the more blessings that we will get, and we will feel the Spirit and we'll be able to feel closer to our ancestors.
Last year, it was my goal to do every single ordinance in the temple for my ancestor. On Friday night, I was able to do the baptism and confirmation, and on Saturday morning, I was able to take him and do the initiatory and the endowment. The cool thing is that right after the endowment, I felt really strongly that I needed to keep that goal. Even though we were wrapping up and there wasn't much time left, I really felt strongly that I needed to get him sealed to his parents. So I ran up to where they were doing sealings, and there was a room that was just finishing, and I ran in there and I was pleading with the sealer, please let me do this, please let me do this. And we were able to complete all of his ordinances for him. And it was a really special experience for me, and I'm grateful for the power of the temple in our lives and for the blessings that it offers to us and to our king and dead.
So I never really did family history before, kind of left that to my dad, my grandparents. On my mom's side, they filled out everything back to Adam, it seems like. But I really, in the past year or so, especially in the ward, they've kind of drilled family history, so I started to kind of dig into it and try doing it on my own. And I actually found, surprisingly, there's a lot of work to be done. And I really saw a promise hold truthful, that the hearts of the fathers will be turned to the children, and the hearts of the children will be turned to the fathers. And as I really dove into it and found names and really tried to familiarize myself with family history, I saw experience after experience in my family, and I know it's funny how real the work is on this side and in the spirit world. And I know without a doubt that my family's on the other end working really hard to get this work done. And so I can't be a stronger advocate of family history. I know it's truthful, and I know it's a lot easier than you probably think. Just dive into it and find names, and you will see those special experiences that accompany it.
Prior to joining the BWE, I had minimal family history experience, and I didn't really know how to do family history work. I wasn't sure how to find family names, and I kind of just assumed that all my work was done because my granny is very good at family history work. But after a training that we had about family history work and finding people we're related to that need temple ordinances performed for them, I started working on it almost every day, and I ended up finding over 60 names of people I'm related to take to the temple. Since then, I've started working on those names and doing some ordinances for them in the temple, and it's been an extremely rewarding experience. I think that in the temple we we find out, or we come to know more fully why we do everything we do as Mormons. And doing the ordinances for these names that I found, I've gained a testimony. I've known more fully why we do family history work. And it's to save souls, and it's to make eternal families, and it's to bring people happiness, because that's what we do when we do the work for these people that can't get it done on their own.
I have learned that those who engage in family history research and then perform the temple ordinance work for those whose names they have found will know the additional joy of receiving both halves of the blessing, end quote. Father in heaven wants each of us to receive both parts of the blessing of this vicarious work. He has led others to show us how to qualify. It's up to you and me to claim those blessings. Any temple work you do in the temple is time well spent. But receiving ordinances vicariously for one of your own ancestors will make the time in the temple more sacred, and even greater blessings will be received. The First Presidency declared, "Our preeminent obligation is to seek out and identify our own ancestors." Do you young people want a sure way to eliminate the influence of the adversary in your life? Immerse yourself in searching for your ancestors. Prepare their names for the sacred vicarious ordinances available in the temple. And then go to the temple and stand as proxy for them to receive the ordinances of baptism and the gift of the Holy Ghost. As you grow older, you'll be able to participate in receiving the other ordinances as well. I can think of no greater protection from the influence of the adversary in your life